When it comes to crypto, digital assets, and blockchain technology, the question is: Are governments building the fast lanes of progress, or are they setting up roadblocks? Because make no mistake, innovation will move. The only question is whether it moves through your country or around it. So buckle up, because today we're exploring how smart pro-progress regulation can help unlock Africa's and the world's economic future. And let's start with a simple truth: innovation always outruns regulation. Uh, think back to the early days of the internet in the 1990s. Governments didn't really know what to do with it. Some tried to ban it, others ignored it, and a few smart ones, like the United States, chose to nurture it. They created frameworks like the Telecommunications Act of 1996, which opened the door for competition in digital communication. The result: uh, the internet flourished, Silicon Valley exploded, and today we are living in a digital economy powered by that forward thinking. Now, fast forward today, we are in the same moment. Only this time, the innovation is in the internet. It's money itself. Blockchain, Bitcoin, digital assets, they are not just buzzwords. They are a fundamental rewrite of how value moves, how trust is created, and how people, especially in emerging economies like ours, can participate in the global financial system. But here's the challenge: governments are confused. Uh, some think crypto is just for speculation, digital gambling chips, so to speak. Others see it as a threat to their power or their currencies. And some, unfortunately, they are trying to crush it before it even has a chance to prove itself. In fact, some actually managed to slow its progress during the 2018 crypto ban in Zimbabwe. We'll talk about that in a second. Yet, countries that get it right, like El Salvador, Singapore, Switzerland, in Nigeria, even Nigeria, in recent months, are already seeing the benefits. Starting with El Salvador, they made Bitcoin a legal tender in 2021. And despite the skepticism, today tourism, investments, and remittances, they have efficiently improved in El Salvador. Nigeria, which once restricted crypto, is now opened up to blockchain innovation, and it's developing frameworks to attract startups. uh, what these countries are doing is setting rules of the road, guidelines that let innovators drive safely without crashing the system. Uh, and let's be honest, total freedom without rules leads to chaos. But too much control also can kill the spark of innovation. It has to be a balancing act. It's a balancing act. And it's time African governments and all other governments start thinking not just about controlling technology, but enabling it. And when we talk about the rules of the road, what do we mean actually? It's not about endless paperwork or heavy-handed bans. It's about creating a clear, fair, and forward-looking regulations that encourage innovation while protecting consumers at the same time. Think of it like this: if the financial world is a city, then crypto and blockchain are the new vehicles, the new cars. And right now, some governments are building roads, others are putting up do not enter signs, and if a few are still arguing about whether the cars even exist. But those who build smart roads, they are the ones who attract the traffic. Why do pro-progress regulation matter? Well, innovation, it thrives in environments where there is clarity. Businesses can't build if they don't know the rules. Uh, and here's an example. For example, in Switzerland, the government passed the Blockchain Act, which legally recognized tokenized assets and digital securities. What was the result? Zag, which is known as the Crypto Valley, became a hub for blockchain startups in Switzerland. Billions in value, thousands of jobs. And in Dubai, the Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, VARA, was established to create a legal framework for crypto activities. And guess what? Binance, Crypto.com, and other global giants set up shop there. Meanwhile, in countries with unclear or hostile regulations, startups either are either relocating or going underground. And when you drive innovation underground, you don't make it disappear essentially. You just lose oversight and you lose the opportunity. Uh, I know you might be wondering and thinking about what if we get overregulation. Let me talk about overregulation. Sometimes in the name of protecting the people, regulators tend to overreach. They add so many restrictions, licenses, and approvals that it becomes nearly impossible for a small innovator to launch anything new. The problem, this is the problem. The problem is regulation designed for old system rarely fits new technology. You can regulate blockchain like you regulate banks. You can regulate decentralized finance like you regulate stock exchanges, for example. And when you apply old rules to new systems, you end up choking progress. Look at what happened in India. Uh, for years, the central bank in India discouraged banks from dealing with crypto firms, and innovation slowed. Entrepreneurs left, billions in potential capital fled to friendlier jurisdictions like Dubai and Singapore. But fortunately, after the Supreme Court of India overturned that ban, India saw a surge in blockchain development again. What was the lesson? The lesson was innovation doesn't die easily, but it does migrate. Now, on the other hand, too little regulation also is also dangerous. I mean, we have seen scams, rug pulls, and fake crypto projects that have hired real people, especially here in Africa, where millions are desperate for financial opportunity. And without rules, bad actors tend to thrive. They take advantage of the trust that blockchain is supposed to build. This is the reason why smart regulation is the key. The idea is not to ban innovation, not to tax it to death, not to tax it to death, but to create guardrails so people can innovate safely and investors can trust the system. Think of it like a road with speed limits, traffic lights, and seat belts. You can still drive fast, just not recklessly. One idea I love is the concept of regulatory sandboxes. Countries like Kenya, Rwanda, Mauritius, they've already started experimenting with this, and these are African countries. They allow startups to test new financial products under the watch of regulators safely with limited risk. It's like saying, let's learn together. The government learns how the technology works, and the innovators learn what kind of rules make sense. This cooperative model is powerful because it replaces the us versus them mentality with a partnership mindset. Instead of governments being gatekeepers, they become enablers of progress. And to give credit where it's due, even the RBZ has launched its own regulatory sandbox, but it's just limited to fintech. And it explicitly prohibits crypto related ideas from entering that sandbox, which was a big mistake by our deregulator. Uh, in Zimbabwe, for example, inflation, currency instability, and lack of trust in the banking system have driven people towards digital solutions. People are already using USDT, Bitcoin, and other stable coins to preserve value, send money, and do business online. But here's the issue. most of this activity happens in the shadows, not because people want to hide, but because there are no clear rules that let them operate openly. If Zimbabwe were to introduce a pro-innovation regulations, perhaps starting with the digital asset licensing framework, including crypto in the broader Arabizate sandbox, this ecosystem could flourish. Imagine local exchanges, blockchain startups, tokenized real estate projects, and even government-backed digital identity systems built on blockchain. That's a lot of jobs. That's foreign investment, and that's modernization. And it all starts with rules of the road. Globally, we can learn from both successes and failures. In the US, for example, the lack of regulatory clarity from the SEC during the Biden administration, it pushed innovators abroad. Many companies that started in America, like Coinbase and Ripple, they expanded to Europe and the Middle East because those regions offered clearer and friendlier rules. And obviously, the Trump administration vowed to change that. And I must say, they have created the most crypto friendly environment in the US. They are likely going to achieve that crypto capital of the world status. Uh, the European Union also introduced MICA, which the markets in crypto assets regulation, which sets out exactly how crypto companies can operate legally. And now Europe has become a magnet for crypto firms seeking stability. For example, Robinhood this year, the retail investment app, they launched their tokenization project in Europe this year. Uh, Regulation that is done right attracts innovation. And let's not forget, blockchain is not just about cryptocurrencies alone. It's bigger than that. It's about transparency. It's about everything that has to do with trust and efficiency. Governments can use blockchain to fight corruption by making budgets and transactions traceable. Land registries can be made tamper-proof. Voters' rolls can be made secured. Well, if they want to. So when regulators say crypto is risky, they should also ask how risky is it not to innovate? Because falling behind in this technological revolution could be the biggest risk of all. And so what's the key? What's the key takeaway? One, regulation is not the enemy of innovation, but bad regulation is. Two, we need governments that act like referees, not roadblocks. Three, we need laws that enables progress, not punish curiosity. Because the future of finance, the future of money is digital, decentralized, and unstoppable. And the question is whether our leaders will pave the way for it or stand in the path of good regulation. To regulators listening today, don't fear innovation, guide it. Build the rules of the road that help your people drive safely towards progress. And to my fellow innovators, keep building, keep educating, keep pushing. Because when freedom meets responsibility, progress is inevitable. And to everyone else, remember, tomorrow's money isn't just about currency, it's about opportunity. We have to build a future where innovation and regulation work together, not against each other. A future where Zimbabwe and Africa lead the world in digital finance because the road to progress is wide open. All we need now are the right rules to drive on it. Uh, my name is Mnyaraz Togarepi. This has been the Tomorrow Money Show. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay informed, stay empowered, and remember, the future of money is already here. Thank you.